Welcome back, everybody. You got Specs here, and today we are going to be going over the Week 2 battles for UPDL Season 9, the Uber season. Yeah, this isn't like 4 weeks late, and I may or may not be posting this like a week after I post the Week 1 vid, and the Week 1 vid is already recorded, and today is like the 26th. Look, I'm a lazy guy. You're just gonna have to you're gonna have to accept that. But anyways, yeah, Week 2 battles. Let's just go ahead and get right into it because I don't have anything else to say. So yeah, anyways, first up we got the Las Vegas Golden Ho-Ohs versus the Slovakian Slowbros. Yeah, interesting matchup here. We got some weird shit on this side. I'm gonna be honest with you. We got, I think, Mega Obama Snow is crazy. With terrain from terrain from Lele, and then like Don, crazy. And then over here we got like the OU squad plus Deoxys attack, which is crazy. So like, anyways, go ahead and get started here. All right, Tapu Lele leads off against Pheromosa here. If this is a Scarf Lele, which it very well could be given the matchup, this Pheromosa is dead, right? Like, look how free Scarf Moonblast is against this team. Like, it just destroys everything. So like, if it is Scarf Lele, holy shit. Slovakia Ghetto Flash is cooked. It's not Scarf though. Anyways, Pheromosa is gonna go for the nice U-turn, get a lot of chip off there on the Lele as Landorus comes in. Interesting choice as we see the taunt. Okay, taunt. That is a thing that you can do, but probably he goes for nature. I'm pretty sure Psychic would have just done more damage than Nature's Madness here, but okay, it looks like the Lele is gonna die there after doing basically nothing. And yeah. Don's gonna come in here though. Looks pretty free. Superpower Ice Beam, Psycho Boost in this scenario looks really, really good here. So yeah, we're gonna see the Psycho Boost right off the bat. Ghetto Flash not gonna try to pivot with Greninja there, so he's gonna let the Landorus go down. Deoxys attack comes in. We are gonna see it be faster and go for the Zen Headbutt. This was probably speed time, all things considered. So unfortunate there for Gecko, but yeah, we're gonna see it go down there. Deoxys doesn't reveal an item. Interesting. So it's not Life Orb. So this could either be like Sash or it could be Banded, considering it is running Zen Headbutt of all things. Kind of expect it to be Banded. Yeah, anyway, Zen Headbutt does a lot there. We're going to see Zekrom go for a substitute. Interesting. And if it is fast Zekrom, we're just going to see it go for the kill there. It was probably Banded just based off that. Anyways, Sneasler's gonna come in here. We're gonna see the Fling come out with the big nugget, get some good damage. I don't really know why he ran that, honestly. I mean, that's a good way to activate your Fling. What was that for? I wonder what that was for, because I don't think you need that strong dark move in this game and all. But anyways, Dialga's gonna come in here. These are gonna go for the low kick, and it is gonna just absolutely deck the Dialga and the Schnoz, which of course it is, because it is a fucking low kick. Base 120 power, since Dialga is a very fat boy, very thick. Sorry, we gotta use the new age terminology. And his low kick's not gonna do much to RC's fighting here, as RC's fighting gonna set up rocks, mid to late game rocks. We love it. Low kick gonna get a critical hit there, which puts RC's potential. Oh, sorry, I accidentally hit the first turn button. Anyways. Get a critical hit here, which might put the Arceus fighting in range again. And Caesar is going to be still faster here, and it is going to get the range there and take out the Arceus fighting, which is pretty unfortunate for Gecko. Yeah, that's pretty bad. And now we're going to have our Bombasnow against the world here. Going to be a little bit hard for it to make a comeback here, all things considered. This is already a really bad matchup for a Bombasnow here. If we see a full para, though. Okay, full para. And yeah, you got to go for the full para there. You got to go quick. Upper hand is crazy. Okay. okay. There's a couple of weird options there. Yeah, first off, if you're Gecko, you have to play for the para, because at this point, you're down 1-4. You need a hope for some luck on your side. So I would have just clicked Earthquake right away. I have to hope this Sneasler doesn't go for Dire Claw or low kick in the scenario. But yeah, and then anyways, afterwards he realized oh shit, I should do that, and then he went for Earthquake on the second turn, which I guess works out tremendously in his favor, because then he's trying to go for upper hand, which is crazy. But yeah, all right, Pheromosa is gonna come in here though. This is probably just gonna kill it. Yeah, oh, not gonna quite kill. Okay, and Pheromosa is gonna die here. Yeah, with the crit. That crit might have mattered, honestly. I don't know. Greninja's gonna come in here, probably just gonna click Water Shuriken. Oh, nope. This is also low kick, and it's gonna take the Abomasnow, so yeah. Unfortunate there, yeah. I don't really think Gecko had a chance to make that comeback, but, you know, maybe. Maybe. No, not really. I don't think there's a feasible way. Like, Ice Shard, like, Goob crit would have killed the Paramosa, maybe. Like, that's about it. Or, like, if you were Swords Dance on the Bombstar, you should have gone for that against Sneeze North. I guess that would have been the way to win that game. And, like, but yeah, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, Gecko lost that game 2-0. We're gonna move into the next one. Unfortunately, there's not too much to talk about there. It's just a very, like, back and forth match, and you didn't see that. Anyways, Elegy gonna be fighting against Arcana here, so the Skeb Glaceons versus the Piplup Posse. Looks like two very good teams here. We got two Eternatus's on the field, so gonna be a crazy match for sure. We're gonna see Ogerpon and Wellspring lead off against Fez and Dipity. We're gonna see the U-turn right away into King Gambit as Fez goes for the Acid Spray, but of course King Gambit is immune to that. We're gonna probably see Arcana go pivot out, and they're gonna go for Arceus Water here as the King Gambit goes to first Stealth Rock. So interesting set here from Elegy, going for Rocks and King Gambit. We're gonna see Ogerpon pivot back in as the Arceus Water is gonna reveal Will-O-Wisp, so that is gonna be pretty bad for Ogerpon Wellspring to deal with. And then Eternatus is gonna come out here as Ogerpon is gonna go for the Leech Seed. Interesting. So that's pretty good tech against stuff like Eternatus and Arceus Water and whatnot. We're gonna see LG also stay in on the Fire Blast and go for Rock Tomb. Arcana probably was trying to predict the King Gambit to come in, which is why I went for the Fire Blast and not for like a poison move. So yeah, that was a little bit of a misprediction for Arcana there. I think LG just called him out there though. That was a fair play. Yeah. Anyways, Ogerpon probably going to go for U-turn on this turn. We're going to see Fez come in, yep, on the U-turn, as we're probably going to see King Gambit come back in. Oh, we're going to see LG's own Eternatus come in here. It's a pretty good matchup, but Acid Spray might make things a little bit suspect, but we'll see here. Depends on the Eternatus set, of course. We're going to see Agility, so it is probably going to be Meteor Beam, Power Herb Eternatus here based off the Agility. We're going to see Acid Spray come out, and it is going to drop the Spadef. And we are going to see LG pivot out. You know, she's not ready for that yet. Okay, fair enough. Mewtwo's going to come in here as the Fast W goes for Icy Wind. Interesting. So a lot of speed control on both ends here with Rock Tomb and Icy Wind. Interesting. Mewtwo obviously is going to destroy Fez and Dipity with Psy Strike if it has it, though. So definitely going to be watching out for that from Arcana's end. Arcana probably going to be going into Magearna or something of the sort. Or Arceus Water. Okay, sure. We're going to see Light Screen on Mewtwo, though. Interesting. Light Screen with Leftovers seems a little weird. Okay. As Magearna is going to come in now as the Psychic Noise comes out on Mewtwo, and it is going to prevent Magearna from healing here. And then the Will-O-Wisp comes out right afterwards. Magearna is going to go for the Volt Switch, though, go back into Arceus Water. But yeah, this is an interesting Mewtwo set here. Judgment's going to come out, not going to do much thanks to the Light Screen, and Psychic Noise is going to come back out again for Mewtwo. Yeah, interesting set. It is looking like it's working pretty well here. Yeah, I don't know. Arcana doesn't seem to be able to get anything off here. Flurry can't. Yeah, I mean, that's not going to kill because of the Light Screen. And we do see the Mewtwo has Recover. And with pressure, like, you can probably do some good pressure stalling here. PP stalling. But yeah, Psychic Noise comes out. Is going to do a lot to Fez, which can't heal. It's going to be in 2-shot range now. And we're going to have to see Arceus Water come in. And that's probably in 2-shot range at this point, too. But she's going to take the opportunity to go to Eternatus there. How much does the Psychic Noise do? I mean, LG could have just gotten the straight-up kill there with Psychic Noise from Mewtwo, but I don't... Okay, you're going to see Eternatus come in instead. Fine, whatever. Anyways, Dynamax Hammer not going to quite knock out the Arceus Water here as the Arceus goes for a Healing Wish and brings up Fez and Dipity back to full. Interesting play there. Okay, Eternatus is going to go for the Agility again. We've already seen this situation before, and now Light Stream's going to end, so this is basically the same thing as what last time. Okay, but LG's going to go for another Agility. Acid Spray comes out. Okay. I guess I don't know why LG is just choosing to set up now instead of later. Yeah, now Icy Wind's gonna come out. It's gonna do some decent. Oh, it is weakness policy. Oh, oh my. Okay. Yeah, this. Oh, and the critical hit. That wasn't going to kill Fez at that point. But to be fair, Icy Wind was not going to be doing too much to the Eternatus. So it would have put it down to like 20-ish%. And well, yeah, it just kind of depends on if Arcana had something faster. So we're going to see. Or like something that can tank whatever moves the Eternatus goes for. Yeah, but Gyarados going to die at half health. It's definitely not going to be able to tank that. Moltres does die to Dynamax Cannon. So it probably was a Fizz Def Moltres for whatever. Probably for a King Gambit, right? And then Eternatus definitely going to die to Dynamax Cannon here in a slow. Yeah. Arcana is going to take the loss here. It's going to be 6-0, as a matter of fact, because, yeah, crit has not lived. Yeah. All right, so that crit didn't really matter much at the end of the day. Unless Arcana got a crit of his own, and then that might have gotten Eternatus kill. I'm not sure. I don't think even with a crit that was going to kill, though. So, yeah, that is going to be a rip for... Oh, I didn't mean to loop the... loop this song. I just realized I've been playing on for the past couple minutes. Anyways, but yeah, that is gonna be a loss for Arcana there. Nice clean 6-0 from Elegy. Yeah, didn't even Mega Evolve their Kangaskhan. But yeah, Elegy had some pretty cool sets there. You know, the Stall 2, as it's colloquially known as, or at least a variant on it. Usually you would run something like Taunt on Mewtwo, but like Second Noise is also a great way of like preventing healing, so that kind of goes in place of Taunt, I guess. So yeah, pretty interesting set there. And then the Weakness Posse Eternatus was able to clean up at the end there, very nice. So yeah, if Arcana was more cognizant of that, I guess I don't think LG would have been able to get as far as she did, because like Fezandipity would have obviously just spammed Acid Spray until -6 defense. And then at that point, maybe 2 Icy Winds would take it out. Or like you could pivot out into something like a Girna or something stronger to be able to kill the Eternatus without the Weakness Policy boost, right? So I don't know. Maybe that would have been the solution there, but unfortunately, Arcana did not take Weakness Policy into consideration there, and that did cost him the game there. But yeah, good picks on Elegy's end. I do like the sets. And yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next game here. We got Terra against Barre, so it's the Texas Turtwigs against the Boston Brelooms. Should be an interesting match. Let's go ahead and get started here. Heatran's going to lead off against a Groudon here. Definitely not a great matchup for Heatran, especially without Air Balloon, but we are going to see Terra boldly stay in on turn 1 and go for rocks. Nice prediction from Terra, I suppose, as he figured the Groudon would go for rocks instead of a ground move to take out the Heatran with the obvious ground immunes on Terra's end. So Landorus is going to come in here on the Precipice Blades. So yeah, Terra getting both turns right here in the first couple turns. Giratina is going to come in here as Landorus is going to go for the Nasty Plot, which is going to be a little scary if Giratina has the right options. Second is not going to quite do that much though, and Giratina is going to pivot or phase it out with Dragon Tail. But he rolls Flutter Mane, and now Flutter Mane's get a special attack boost. So not a great look here. Chansey is going to be able to wall that pretty well, and it's Life Orb Flutter Mane. And it's Pain Split Flutter Mane. I mean, see, that doesn't work very well if you have Toxic, though. If the Chansey is Toxic. Or Thunder Wave, even. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you kind of just got your thing paralyzed. With like, see, like, I would have ran probably Substitute if I were you, right? You don't even need Pain Split, honestly, because, like, once you have Substitute, like usually Chanseys don't run Shadow Ball or whatever, and so like you could run Calm Mind Substitute, Psyshock, Moonblast or whatever, right? And then like that could work pretty well for you. But yeah, anyways, Heatran's gonna come in as the Metagross gets doubled in. Heatran, it's a pretty good matchup here unless Metagross goes for it's Mega Metagross. Okay, Terra just does not care about their Heatran, I suppose, and Metagross is gonna go down to the Magma Storm. All right, so Barre is overprojecting a little bit here from the looks of it. But yeah, anyways, Groudon's going to come back in here. We are going to see the Arceus Psychic come in, and it's shiny. Ooh, pretty. The Arceus Psychic. We're going to see the Eject Pack from Overheat. Okay, as we're going to see Chi-Yu come in, and this is very scary for Terra to switch into. I think Dark Pulse literally kills everything on switch in. And I'm right, because this Gisk gets 2-shot. And yeah, there goes something. Terra is going to have to... What? He's going to go into Deoxys attack here. Oh, it's Scarf. It's Scarf Chi-Yu. Yeah, that... I think Terra actually just kind of loses right now, as a matter of fact. Yeah, that dies. Oh, it doesn't die. Interesting. And Chiyu is gonna go down as a result. I'm surprised Fluttermane was actually able to tank that, all things considered. This is a fucking Chiyu. I mean, he wasn't using a fire move, I suppose. But like Chiyu with Beads of Ruin, like, is very, very strong. So just kind of surprised that didn't do anything in general. But yeah, anyways, Giratina Orange is gonna come here. Probably has Shadow Sneak to take it out. Oh. Wait, I don't know why he needed Shadow Sneak. I forgot the Fluttermane is paralyzed. But yeah, Liner is going to come in here, going to go for Psychic. It is not going to quite knock it out. Terra probably should have known that because you already went for a +2 Psychic before that did 48 to Giratina. So no way Psychic was going to do more than probably, well, 26 was already a high roll from the base, based on the Psychic damage from +2 Nasty Plot. Anyways, Salaman's going to come in here. We're going to see a knock it out with Outrage of all things. Okay. Probably just gone for an aerially boosted attack there, but okay, Outrage is fine, I suppose. Chansey's not tanking that. No, I'm sorry. Like, even with Eviolite and max defense, definitely not. Anyways, Groudon is going to tank this one pretty easily, as a matter of fact. Groudon, what? Going for the Will-O-Wisp, but unfortunately, he gets a miss there. Not going to be able to capitalize on that much, though, with Terra. Terra's going to swap out into Arceus Psychic here. It's going to be a pretty close endgame, all things considered. Walking Away is going to come in here, but Arceus probably has a good, strong Judgment to use here. We're going to see it recover, though. Okay. Let's see what Walking Wake goes for. Go for Hydro Scene. Boosted and Stun is going to do more than half to Arceus Psychic, but we are going to see the... Oh, jeez. Cosmic Power is crazy, but unfortunately for Terra, that is a bit too late to do that type of stuff. Walking Wake is going to knock it out there, and now we're going to have Mega Salamence versus the rest of these two. Okay. Groudon's gonna go down there. You see, if Terra Dragon Danced on that turn, I think Bari actually lost. Yeah, I was right. Wow. Bari kind of threw that right. No, I mean, actually, no, it's a hard turn to call, right? Because, so, like, you're in this situation, right? Let's just... So, in your mind, Terra, right? Like, you have to kill... Like, so this is a really big 50-50, right? Basically, Bari has two options here. They either go for Draco right away, or they sack their Groudon. And then Terra has two options. Kill the Walking Wake or go for Dragon Dance. So, it is a hard call at the end of the day to make. Yeah. See, like... honestly, this is a hard turn. Yeah, it's very hard to tell. It's just, you know, it's there's not like anything to like predict here, right? It's just like you just have to guess at what your opponent's gonna do at this point, because like your opponent could literally just do whatever, right? But yeah, if Terra went for Dragon Dance there, that would have sealed the deal in this scenario. But of course, the Walking Away could have just went for Draco Meteor right away here. If Bari predicted that Dragon Dance, right? So it's just a very hard turn to make in general here. I probably would have Dragon Danced if I were Terra, just because I think in Bari's mind, you know, it's a little bit more safe to sack Groudon. But I mean, it's hard to tell. Again, it's not an easy decision to make here, and yeah. But yeah, that was a hard turn to make. Bari got the turn right at the end of the day, though, so that is going to be the win for Bari there with a very close 1-0, and then we're going to move on to the next game. Oh, hey, that's me. Yeah. I did not do those. let's just start. Oh wait, it's Motostoke Milceries versus Soaring Sigilyphs. Yeah, you know. Yeah, you know. Anyways, we're gonna say Magearna. I should probably switch to my viewpoint. Anyways, Magearna leads off against Arceus Fairy. Oh wait, let me do some more commentating. So I let Arceus Fairy here. I was like, if Pheromosa leads, Pheromosa is a pretty obvious lead, and Iron Bundle is a pretty obvious lead, and you know, Arceus Fairy can somewhat 1v1 with both of them. So I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna use Arceus Fairy as a lead. Milceries does call me out though, goes for Magearna, so that's pretty scary. I'm gonna go to Slowking Galar. It's a pretty good pivot to that, as we're gonna see Magearna go for Spikes here, and then Magearna gonna keep going for Spikes here. I went for Thunder Wave just because I didn't think Magearna would stay in, honestly. But honestly, after I revealed Spikes, she's probably gonna stay in, right? So that was a bit of a mistake on my part. I just go for Future Sight here, and she set up all 3 layers, and then I Slowking Chili Reception out. But yeah, Magearna is actually is this... anyways, Magearna is gonna come in here. I'm just gonna get paralyzed, and I'm gonna get my Gliscor in. Iron Bundle comes in here. I Protect was a very bad play, honestly. So I do lose this game. I'm just gonna say that right now. But just because I want to narrate like what I did wrong in this in the replay, right? So Protect here, very very like okay. So in my mind, Magirna could have Ice Beam, right? But you know, at this point in the game, like I need to realize like I can't account for every single bad scenario. So like I can't just play assuming that every Pokemon has every single counter to every single one of my Pokemon, right? Like I'm playing like that, right? That's why I click Protect there. But like unless the Magirna had Ice Beam, that was a terrible Protect. Um, but and then if I get that turn wrong, I just lose out on a lot of whatever. Like I lose out on Toxicking Iron Bundle. I lose out on getting a spike of my own. Like you know, so I lose out a lot there. Thankfully, I do have a Future Sight, so I don't lose everything. But yeah, I could have like killed the Iron Bundle on this turn if I click for Earthquake, right? And Earthquake was a fine play because Magirna was out. So you know, it's just like things like I like it was just I'm playing way too safe basically. Anyways, I go Glasgow here. I do click Protect on this turn because like usually Iron Bundles are choice, so I just kind of like okay, I'm gonna see what it's gonna go for. I do have Slowking as a pivot for Ice Beam. It is doing a lot, but you know that's just how it is. And Yveltal is gonna come in here. I think I go for Thunder Wave again just because I assume Magirna is not gonna come back in, just because it's already set spikes and everything. And so Yveltal does get paralyzed there, which is pretty good for me. I'm just going to go into Arceus Fairy here, but unfortunately, you know, I'm just taking a lot of damage here. Milcery gets me with a very nice Toxic on this turn. Honestly, also things considered, I probably should have just gone straight to Gliscor, just because, like, Gliscor takes everything besides very offensive Yveltals. And then, like, even if I get hit by a very, like, a big Dark Pulse, like, I only do, it takes, like, maybe, like, a little more than half from my health. So like honestly, Gliscor was the better pivot in here. And then Arceus Fairy, like if I go to Arceus Fairy, I get spikes up, you know, I get toxic potentially, like it's really bad. So this is a bad switch by me. And also another thing is I don't have hazards removal on this team. I ran a bunch of boots to compensate, but like just keep that in mind for the game, right? And as Magirna is gonna come in here, I go for Judgment. I mean Judgment's fine, but like you know, of course Magirna is gonna be a great switch into Arceus Fairy. But yeah, Slowking is going to come back in here as we're going to see we're going to go straight for the Baton Pass into Arceus Rock. I do see the Swords Dance here from Arceus Rock. I go for Thunder Wave again because you know, I love that yellow magic. It's so good. But yeah. Anyways, I go Ferrothorn here just because, like, okay, look, I know this thing has Flare Blitz, but I can't do anything about it. My Gliscor is Spadef, so I lose a Pokemon here basically because it's Swords Dance Arceus. I do get a pretty good para there. I didn't go for I should have probably just went for Gyro Ball here in this scenario because I know I should have like if he gets paralyzed, I should have just gotten some more damage off than the Leech Seed, but yeah. Anyways, Flare Blitz is gonna take me out there. And because of that, I'm gonna have to use up my Zacian here a little bit. Basically get rid of my Intrepid Sword here. Just to take out the Arceus Rock, because nothing else can really revenge kill the Arceus Rock at this range. Pheromosa is gonna come in here. Pivot out into Slowking. Slowking's somewhat my favorite most answer as well, and I do scout out the Poison Jab pretty successfully there. Future Sight or Chilly Reception, probably coming out here. Yeah, I do Chilly out immediately, and then I go into Zacian. I already used my Intrepid Sword, so now I can just come in whenever, right? They go into Magirna here as I go for Swords Dance. I do predict the swap, but unfortunately he goes into Magirna, and I realized that Magirna is probably going to be able to tank the +2 CC and then kill me back with Flash Cannon. So I can't really go for this on Tekken. In retrospect, should have just gone for damage, got a close combat off on Magirna. But yeah, anyway, Slowking's going to come back in here. As Flash Cannon comes out, not going to do much there. This should probably be a Future Sight for me, yeah. And we're going to see Baton Pass into Iron Bundle here. Blizzard does come out. It's going to do quite a bit of damage to me, but I will tank that on a little bit there. I Chilly Reception out back into Zace here. And then I just go for some damage here. I kill the bundle. Yeah. Anyways, Pheromosa is going to come back in here. I do pivot out into Gliscor because I kind of predict he's not going to go for Ice Beam. But yeah. I do protect here on the chance he has Ice Beam, but he just reveals U-turn. And again, this is another thing I did wrong. Yeah, going to Arceus here doesn't really make a lot of sense. Like, again, it was just this scenario of like, I am way too scared with Gliscor to do anything. So yeah, like with Gliscor, I was afraid the Pheromosa might have Triple Axle or Ice Beam, right? So I just swapped out right afterwards. Like, I can't play that safe, you know, especially when I'm I might look like I'm up at the moment, but I'm not really, because all the spikes are on the field on my side, right? And even though all my mons have boots pretty much, not all my mons, I'll have boots actually. So it is a little bit sketch here. But yeah, anyways, Arceus Fairy is very close to dead, so I'm just gonna go for Earth Power here to get some chip. And Magearna's gonna pivot out back into Pheromosa. Like, I mean, I don't know, 3% Arceus Fairy. I do keep it, because I'm him. Yeah, anyways. Unfortunately, that was, honestly, that was a bad idea from my end, because now Palkia is coming out here. But yeah, again, very bad. Again, like, I'm playing like a little bitch at the end of the day. Like, this Gliscor has done nothing but protect the entire game. So yeah, again, I'm playing way too passive here. Should be going for literally anything besides protect. So yeah, making big mistakes here. Anyways, Palkia gets us a sub, which is really bad here. I have to go Zace here. Thankfully the pump misses, which is very nice. I do go for the player up here to break the sub. Hydro Pump is not gonna. Well, it almost killed me. So I mean, yeah, the Hydro Pump missed earlier, sucked. But yeah, it kind of made it back with the crit. Although 2 Hydro Pumps would have done more than 1 crit Hydro Pump. But yeah, anyways, Magearna's gonna come back in here. I just go for player off, trying to get some damage and, you know, chase out the Palkia. But yeah, Gliscor comes in, and then she baton passes back out into Palkia, which is a very nice play. I honestly probably should have Swords Dance on that turn. If I Swords Dance on the turn, honestly, I might have been able to win. But yeah, anyways, Palkia's gonna come back in here. And now, here's the thing. I cannot let this thing get up a sub. I should be spamming Earthquake with Gliscor so that I can't get it back up a sub. Problem is, I'm stupid, and then I swap. So, yeah, very stupid play on my end there. I should have just been spamming Earthquake there. Because I can, as long as it doesn't get up a sub, I can always go back into Zacian and break and just kill it afterwards. So yeah, that was a mistake on my end. So yeah, I go for close combat. I know I'm gonna die here unless I get a miss, and I do not because she has Flamethrower. But yeah, anyways, I go into my King Gambit here. I do live a Flamethrower more often than not, even if it's a modest Palkia. But unfortunately, she just gets she gets crit there. But it was so without the crit, it was a high roll. She would have had to get a really high roll to kill me. From that range, and yeah, so I was a little bit unlucky there. Probably they weren't going to get the range, and I could have gotten up a Swords Dance, but you know, it's unfortunately, you know, I do get a little bit of unluck there, and yeah, like honestly, after that, I think King Gambit might have had a good chance to win there, because I was faster than Magearna. I had higher Iron Head, +2 Iron Head definitely kills Magearna. A +2 Sucker Punch with +3 Supreme Overlord had a chance to kill Palkia, but again, it's like that would have been a whole Sucker Punch war on its own. Like, I had to get all the turns right there just past the Palkia. But yeah, after that, like, maybe Pheromosa died to I don't know if Pheromosa died to +2 Sucker Punch with Supreme Overlord. I think it did. Because I also have Black Glasses. And then Yveltal would need Foul Play. But again, it might be slower than my King Gambit as well because I paralyzed it, and then I have Iron Head. Like, so yeah, I think I could have won this game if I didn't get crit there with the King Gambit, but it's a little, you know, it would have been a very hard game for me to win anyways. So yeah, at this point, it's kind of over. Also, I kind of made a mistake. I made a mistake here where I didn't like. Once this thing died, I should have gone to Slowking first and then switched back into Gliscor to sack that and to get more health on Slowking so I could potentially try to make a comeback with Slack Offs and all that. But I mean, I couldn't touch Yveltal anyways because my last move was Slack Off, so was not going to happen regardless. But anyways, yeah, this is just a lesson on do not play like a little bit. Like, so again, I've already said on this channel like how to beat me, and it's exploit my passivity because I usually play very passive in my games. And that works really well when you're up. But I was not really up in this game at all. So yeah, it's a lesson for me to learn to be more aggressive at the beginning of games. And like, sometimes I have to take risks, right? Like, you just have to like, you know, sometimes, you know, my opponent might not have Ice Beam on every single Pokemon. Turns out, it's crazy logic, right? But yeah, hopefully that was something you could get something out of that, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm the only person in the league who like plays as passive as I do. I don't really take risks in the game. But yeah, you know, sometimes you do have to make plays, and you have to be aggressive. And sometimes you just don't have. Sometimes you just don't let your opponent get 3 layers of spikes up for free. You know. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the next game here. Yeah, so the Blockheaded Blastoises versus the Renegade Roserades, the Legro versus Wiggly. Go ahead and get this started here. We're going to see Shuckle lead off against Diancie. Bad matchup here for Shuckle since Mega Diancie has, that. That's not how our core, that's not how, sure, you can't do that, Shuckle. Anyway, Shuckle. Oh. Okay, so max HP Shuckle apparently had enough HP to take out Mega Diancie. Honestly, pretty good trade for Little Angry Joe, all things considered. Like, look, webs aren't really going to do much for you in this game, honestly, from the looks of it. And, like, yeah, you want that damage. You want to kill that Diancie as soon as possible. Like, that's a pretty good trade, honestly. Anyways, Quagsire is going to come in on the Arceus Steel. We're going to see a defog right away, so Little Angry Joe doesn't even have to play with hazards. Just kidding. Quagsire also has spikes. Anyways, Will-O-Wisp here, as the Earthquake comes out, not going to do jack shit to the Arceus Steel. That was a pretty early recover, all things considered. I probably would have started getting some damage off in the Quagsire, you know? My Arceus Guardian going to come in on the defog again. So Little Angry Joe, keeping hazards off his field, so that's pretty good for him. We're going to see Quagsire come back in, but we are going to see the pivot here as Little Angry Joe goes into Kyogre Primal as the Quagsire comes in. It's probably Water Absorb Quagsire, all things considered, though, and Little Angry Joe does not predict that, so Quagsire is going to be able to get off a Toxic here, and that's pretty bad for Little Angry Joe unless he has Rest or Heal Bell on his Blissey. Anyways, Mewtwo is going to come back in here. It's going to be a Nerve, interestingly enough, as Quagsire goes for the Spikes, again, because, you know, fun. Calyrex Ice is going to come in here as the Mewtwo goes for Side Strike. Not going to do too much there. Calyrex Ice does resist that. Anyways, Arceus Steel is going to come in here as the Calyrex Ice goes for the Glacial Lance. Not going to do much there. Probably going to see a Judgment here. And we do. It's not going to quite kill Calyrex. Higher Power comes out from Calyrex Ice. Doesn't kill the Arceus Steel. And now Arceus Ground is going to come in, pivot in as the Arceus Steel goes for the Recover there. Okay, Chansey's going to switch back in as Kyogre Prow is going to come. Okay, we're going to. Alright, I need to stop narrating every single switch. Yeah, Orchard is doing a lot there, but this is not a winnable matchup unless you have Rest. So I don't know what Little Angry Joe's really... Oh, he has Rest. Okay, well. Oh, there you go. If it's Calm Mind Rest Kyogre, it could be Chansey 1v1, but we aren't going to see him go for it there. We're going to see the Zekrom come in on the Kali Ice. Yeah, Wiggly trying to take... tried to abuse the fact that the Kyogre's asleep there, but it's not going to quite work out there. Zekrom is going to come in. And we're going to see Quagsire come in here. Terrible, keep in mind, does ignore abilities, though, so... Zekrom could set up... Oh, or it has Draco Meteor, I don't know. Well, that's actually really bad here. Oh, wait, no, it's not underwear. What am I saying? I'm so sorry. I forgot. But yeah, anyway, Quagsire. I just always associate Quagsire with unaware, that way. Anyway, Side Strike is going to take out the Calyrex Ice here. Wiggly is in a pretty bad spot, pretty bad spot now. Arceus Ground's going to come back in here. Side Strike's going to do a lot here, though. Yeah, 67. And where's the Arceus Ground go for Dragonite, though? That's going to be very scary there. Arceus, is going to take it out with Earthquake, and that's going to be pretty scary here. A Little Angry goes into the Sleeping Primo Kyogre. Surely he's Rest Talk if he's going to do it. He is Sleep Talk. Ice Beam is going to come out, do a lot of damage there. Yeah, Arceus Guard gonna have to go for the kill. It's not gonna quite kill, but the Kyogre is going to actually roll an attacking move and take out the Arceus Ground there. Oh, okay. Okay, we got a bit of a saucy game here. Xerneas is coming out now. You're just gonna probably go for a Moonblast, I'm assuming. Okay, we're gonna see Blissey come in there. You do realize well, I mean, he can bring it back after he defogs. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Oh, it's mixed Xerneas with close combat. Okay. Light Screen not going to help you there, obviously. Anyways, Arceus Steel is probably going to be coming out here. Close Combat definitely not going to do anything to this thing, though. Anyways, Chansey's going to come in. We're going to see Will-O-Wisp come out. If I were Wiggly, I go for Toxic, if you have it. Anyways, Default comes out, gets rid of the spikes. Oh, it's Thunder Wave. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to see a Recover. Chansey's just going to go for S-Toss there. Wait, doesn't Zekrom just win? Well, okay, because this Zekrom fucking, like, shot itself in the foot and it isn't running Dragon Dance. I don't know anymore. But yeah, anyways, Quagsire is going to come back in here. He's going to wall that pretty well. Okay, it is Dragon Dance. Okay, hold on. Oh, let him cook. Let him cook. Why is it Draco Meteor? Do you not have Outrage, dude? I guess Outrage wouldn't have really won you the game here, though, anyways. Kyogre could still win, though. Eventually. Oh, that... I don't think you switching on that. Okay, nice play, nice play. We're gonna see it go for rest again, probably. Yeah. I don't know why Quagsire stayed in on this turn. Yeah, that was a very bad play. But quickly, should have gone straight to Xerneas on this turn, honestly. And we are gonna see the Xerneas pivot. Okay, let's see the Sleep Talk. Let's see what he gets. We get Origin Pulse right off the bat, 84% to Xerneas. That's crazy. And we're gonna see Aromatherapy though, so at least you cure the Quagsire. But Sleep Talk again, Ice Beam is gonna kill the Xerneas. Little Joe getting pretty lucky here with his Sleep Talks. And at this point, I think he kind of just wins. We just got like, but the Zekrom is toxic. I don't know. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Yeah, cause I don't know why Kyogre's going. He's going for the freeze. What an asshole. What an asshole. Am I right, boys? Okay, he goes for rest. Thunder Wave. Obviously not gonna work. Sleep Talk. Ice Beam. He's gonna go for Sleep Talk Rest. Wake up, goes for Ice Beam. He's just trying to get a freeze, dude. And Quagsire comes in, Sleep Talk Rest, Sleep Talk Ice Beam. Gonna do a decent chunk there. Quagsire is gonna start sending with spikes, I suppose. I mean, I just Ice Beam, I guess. But you're gonna run out of those eventually. Oh, Wiggly chose not to recover there. Yeah, gonna go Chansey here on the Ice Beam. All right. I don't know what Little Joe's trying to do here. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be so for real. Okay, Origin Pulse on toss. Quagsire comes in on the Ice Beam. Nice play there, and I think that is gonna seal the deal. Chansey is a bit too low to take this hit. Yeah. Oh, it's so close. Oh, it's so close. Nope, not gonna kill. No freeze yet. Origin Pulse comes out again. We're gonna see recover again. Oh my god, this is. Why did he click Sleep Talk? What the fuck? Seismic Toss. Okay, Kyogre is close to dead. S-Toss again is not going to quite kill. We're going to see the rest come out. Dude, this is such an intense game. Quagsire comes back in. If he gets Orange Pulse, it's going to be really unlucky. Yeah, now Quagsire can live a second on a follow-up Ice Beam. Okay, Sleep Talk gets the rest. Quagsire gets back up to full. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, dude. You guys are Origin Pulse there, okay. Losing a lot of momentum here, honestly. Quagsire, Ice Beam, goes for Earthquake again. I don't know. He's just like, I think he's just fishing for a freeze. I mean, which, like, fair enough, but, like, there's a whole ass natural cure Chansey. I don't think a freeze is gonna even help that much. Quagsire. Dude, like, I think you have. I think Zekrom could potentially help you a little bit. You should just go to RC Steel Defog that has its away. Like, you could, first off, you can Will-O-Wisp the Quagsire again. Nullify leftovers. Like, definitely do that at least. Like, you don't have to waste all your PP right now. I don't know what Little Angry Joe is doing. He's just not switching. Like, you do not need to do this right now. Like, you can just go to RC Steel, Defog away hazards, Will-O-Wisp the Quagsire. That's gonna be really helpful because keep in mind, your Aromatherapy was on Xerneas, and that thing's dead. Right? So, like, I don't know. What's the Wiggly's last move, anyways? I don't even know what it is. Soft Boiled Slender Wave. Anyways, no more. Yeah, now the Kyogre's out of Sleep Talks and rests. I don't know. Spikes. We're gonna see Ice Beam. Earthquake. Chansey comes back in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Little. I think Little Angry Joe could have won this game, but like now it's just like. This is, I don't know. This is very poorly played, if I'll be quite honest. Anyways, Kyogre's gonna go down there. RC Steel comes out, gets rid of the hazards, as Chansey just goes for S-Toss again. I mean, Little Angry Joe can still win here. He's 4 recovers left on this thing, and he can Will-O-Wisp the Chansey. S-Toss again. Okay. We have 9 S-Tosses left. RC Steel gets poisoned. Okay, paralyzed twice, which is actually good for PP Star Wars, but I don't think this is gonna go down to that quite yet. But our Chansey is out of soft boileds though, so this could be close. It could be close. Anyways, another S-Toss comes out. Okay, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Para RNG. RC Toss gets S-Toss. Yeah, I think RC Steel has just enough health to like not take too much damage. Okay, but the paras are like the paras. They're going crazy. Oh my god, that was so unlucky. If he got another recover off there, if he got another parrot off there, the Zekrom might have been able to win. Never mind, I'm just gonna. What the fuck am I saying? Why is it brick break? What is this? What is this bullshit? Why is it brick break? If it was literally outrage, you could have won that. Little Angry Joe so could have won that game. You so could have won that game. There is no way you needed to do all that with Faraway Ogre. Oh my god, I'm so peeved. I'm so peeved. Dude, there is no way that shit just happened. I think Little Angry Joe definitely could have won that game. Like, you did not have to do all that with Faraway Ogre. Like, I think you could have done that over the course of the game, but like, you could switch to RC Steel, defog up, get the fucking Will-O-Wisp back on Quagsire, because that would have been really important for later on, and like even Wisp the Chansey too, because like look, that Chansey already ran out of soft boiled. Like, you could have probably gotten it down even more with extra chip from Will-O-Wisp or like Judgment or like literally anything, and then maybe could have cleaned up with Zekrom at the end. There was no way Little Angry Joe was gonna lose that game. I think the way he played it literally just took him from like 90-10 to like 0-100. Dude, I'm sorry. Like, okay, an important thing to note: these end games, like learning how to play like these long end games, are very important if you want to be good at this game. Like, you have to know what you're doing, and like this is just like, I'm sorry, you just like you had such a lead, and I think you just like kind of threw it in the garbage. I'm sorry, like that's just that's all I'm feeling, bro. Like RC, I think Kyogre Primal could have done a lot more if you just swapped it. Like, you should not have just stayed in on it for like 500 turns. Like, that didn't make any sense. But yeah, anyways, Wiggly did win that though. Wiggly was playing to win, you know, so I think that was fine. But like, I think what she was doing was fine. Little Angry Joe, I think you could have won that game, but yeah, it was pretty close though. I don't know, man. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the next game here. We got the Fairysong Froslasses versus the Driftveil Delibirds. Kristoff versus and this game started. Yeah. And his Ferrothorn leads off against Orgrimmon. Well, okay, really bad lead turn one. As Lugia comes in, as it goes for Gyro Ball, or I guess the Leech Seed right afterwards, right? Knockoff. Okay, gets rid of the boots. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Now you go for Leech Seed. Please go for Leech Seed. Thank you. And now you go to like Dragon Pult or something. I don't fucking. Okay. Or he'll set up somewhere. Oh yeah, still procs. Oh, and okay. Oh yeah, you know, Flare Blitz is a thing. Anyways, Ferrothorn's gonna go down there. Dragon Ball goes for the U-turn. Arceus Poison, not impressed. Goes for Stone Edge right afterwards, which is a crazy follow-up. Flare Blitz, Stone Edge, Arceus Poison is definitely a set. Anyways, Dondozo is gonna go for the Wave Crash. Let's do decent damage to Arceus, all things considered, considering it is an Arceus after all. Ogerpon's gonna come in here as Dondozo, gonna go for the Curse. Curse, Wave Crash, Rest. It could be Body Press last Dondozo, so we're not sure yet. But Dondozo is gonna hard switch out. I mean, yeah, of course it's going to anyways. And Ogerpon World Swing even has Encore, so yeah, very scary. I don't think you had to sack that immediately. And in fact, Ogerpon was pretty good here, all things considered. But all right, well. I don't really know why Zan stayed in on the Draco, I'll be quite honest. Anyways, we're gonna see Kieran White come in here. Definitely indicating some sort of Scarf here. Ice Beam comes out, not gonna do much to Iron Hands. That might be the Assault Bust. Flutter Maiden's gonna come in here. Wild Charge is gonna. What the fuck? Bro. Bro, you have a whole Arceus Poison. You have a whole Arceus Poison. What are you doing? What the fuck is that? White? Jeremiah's gonna come in Wave Crash. Alright, sure. Okay, I'm sure he has Freeze Dry, I suppose, but I'd say switch if I were you. No, it goes for... Bro, there's a... What? I honestly forgot what happened in this game. I was kind of looking forward to something here, but what the fuck? I forgot he forfeited. Yeah, okay, well... Jesus fucking Christ. This is amateur hour? Alright, yeah, just because you got a couple of good turns there does not mean you should just forfeit right. Okay, yeah. Well, anyways, Zadash decides to lose the game, which, you know, fair enough, you know. I don't know. I think he still had a chance. I like, apparently in the chat, he's like, oh, I didn't bring Defog and Lugia. Oh, big fucking... I mean, sure, Defog would have been really helpful, but like, you didn't even help your case by like staying in with Lugia turn 1 just to let your booth get knocked off immediately. Like, bro, you had a whole fucking Arceus Poison to switch with the Flare Blitz to switch it on this Ferrothorn. You never did that in the first 3 turns. Like, come on, bitch, you're just not even playing well. I like, what do you want me to say? Like, what the fuck was this? Why'd you even go to Lugia? All right. Honestly, why did you go for Gyro Ball, all things considered? I mean, I guess it probably still did a lot even after because it's so much faster. I don't know. Zadash clearly was not interested in playing the game, and it's also, you did actually just quit after this, so you know. I'm just kidding. He didn't quit, or did he? We'll see. Yeah, but no, he's gone after week 2. But yeah, he did quit. So someone is gonna replace his team for the rest of the season. I already have the replacement lined up, but yeah. I mean, it's week 5. I already had the replacement lined up a long time ago, but you know, guys don't have to worry about that. Anyways, there's really not much to commentate about, so I'm just gonna move on. So yeah, whatever. Anyways, next up we have the Mooney 5 Lunalas up against the Meteoric Miniors. So Pops versus Astro. Let's go ahead and commentate this non-forfeited game, because I'm sure this one wasn't. I should probably just have a rule that says if you don't... I hate when people forfeit games. Just because, like... Hate to say it. Zan's a friend of mine. But, like... Hate to say it, but, like... You know... Forfeited just makes you look like such a bitch. I'm sorry. I don't care, like, if it was like a humiliating loss or it's more humiliating if you forfeit. That's my opinion, you know. But like, whatever. Like, play the game through the end. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just, you know, Zan has other reasons for forfeiting. I'm assuming. On. Anyways, Megalodios starts off here. We're gonna see the Solar Beam right off the bat. He's gonna 2-shot Groudon at this range, but we're gonna see the Roar right afterwards, which brings out probably the worst thing that Groudon could have brought out. Anyways. Okay, Clodsire is gonna come in here. It's definitely Water Absorb, I'm assuming, but Ice Beam comes out. Okay. And he gets the okay, this is like... Oh, okay, well, it didn't matter because Earthquake... Okay, it doesn't really matter because Earthquake was going to kill the Clodsire afterwards. But, like... Wow, I was like the picture-perfect worst 3 turns I've ever seen in my life. Like, in terms of luck. Like, because, like, first off, you roar it, you get Solar Beamed. It was out-teched plus out-lucked. Like, so, like, Solar Beam, get roared into the one Pokemon that you didn't want to see, switch it out into the counter, and then get frozen immediately after is crazy. And then you get Earthquaked, and you died anyway, and the freeze didn't even matter. Because, like, I know you weren't going to switch even if you didn't get frozen on that Clodsire. There was no way. Jesus Christ, that was a crazy sequence there. Anyways, we're going to see Savali Ground come in here. Okay, and the text just keep on coming. Oh my god. Anyways, we're gonna see Party Shot come out and the Megalodios as Arceus Dark. This is just this is awful. Why did you stay in? Oh my god. Mystical Fire? Dude. This game. I mean, he doesn't have a good switch into Arceus Dark, to be fair, actually. So honestly, I can kind of see why he stayed in. But anyways, Marshall comes in here, but he has the full Clefable. Dude, this is so fucked. Okay, Poltergeist does a lot though, and it's gonna basically 2-shot here. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I said it was Meteoric Miniors. I'm so sorry. This is not Meteoric Miniors. This is Empire Emboars. I'm so sorry for that. That's my bad there. It's cause the reason why I thought it was Astro is because Astro also has a Marshadow, and I just kind of like saw that and I was just like, okay, it's the same team. So that's my bad there. Anyways, Poltergeist is gonna 2-shot the Clefable here. Get that knocked down. We're gonna see some Ground come in here. Ice Punch is gonna come out, deal a lot of damage there. I'm pretty sure Poltergeist is stronger than Ice Punch. I don't even know why he went for Why did he go for Ice Punch? He was trying to get a freeze back. Fair enough. I understand the impulse, but anyways, it's gonna die there. There's Groundhog's gonna come in here. Yeah, no, so Ground probably doesn't kill it. Anyways, Necros Madonwing's gonna come in here as the Stone Edge comes out. Okay, not gonna do too much there. We're gonna see another roar. Oh, it's Trick Room. He went for Trick Room. get destroyed. That's funny. Anyways, Judgment's gonna take it out. Now, Walking Wake's gonna come in, get protosynthesized up. Walking Wake up, and it's gonna get unprotosynthesized. Hydro Steam's gonna come out, not gonna do much there. It's boosted by rain, but like, you know, it's a Provoke Ogre. Not gonna do anything there. Yeah. Very quick, not gonna do much there. Walking Wake is just keep on clicking that Hydro Steam, you know. A Thunder comes out, no para there, so the Walking Wake almost 1v1 the Provoke Ogre. Okay, sure. And now it's their Aura against the world, so good luck with that. Gladius comes in on the Platypus Fist. Okay. Knockoff is gonna come out, but it's not gonna do too much. Yeah. Draco's gonna do quite a bit. Not gonna quite knock it out though. Zero Aura. Gonna go for knockoff again, but no crit. But Draco Meteor misses. Okay. Okay, hold on. Got a chance here. Knockoff again. Close combat probably kills. Or low kick. Oh, no, it doesn't kill. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, that was a very like, it wasn't just the fact that he got lucked a little bit. He also got like just like read out of his mind by Pops. Like Pops just had like a really good counter team here. Yeah. It felt like he couldn't even breathe that game, but like, goddamn. Anyways, we're gonna move on from that game. Pops takes the pretty decisive win there. We're gonna move on to the next game here, which is gonna be the Dayton Dewgongs up against the Faraway Farfetch'd. I didn't get the team right. I didn't get the team wrong this time, I swear. Anyways, get started here. Melmetal leads off against Namorous. Pretty bad matchup for Namorous, all things considered. Who would have guessed? Double Iron Bash comes out. Does a decent chunk. This might be banded. I don't know. Iron Leaves comes out. Okay, Arceus Water, what? Goes for Ho-Ohs. Okay, fair enough. Iron Leaves gonna get, you know. Lefty's gonna come in here on the foot. Oh, the facade is crazy. But yeah, not gonna do much to Klefki. Yeah, Melmetal's gonna come back in on the spike. Thunderwave. Thunderwave. Oh, Thunder Punch. Ooh. This is definitely playing like a banded Melmetal. Rotom Wash comes in, another Thunder Punch. Yeah, this is definitely banded. I can fucking feel it in my bones, dude. Arceus Dark comes in. We're gonna see probably what a Volt Switch. Yeah, Namor's probably gonna come in right afterwards. Yeah, we're probably gonna see a Moonblast. Gonna kill. Melmetal's gonna come back in. We're gonna see a switch back into Arceus Water. Dude, it's too easy. It's too easy, man. Arceus Water goes for Recover, the low Bola swap thing. We're gonna see a Wish as the, or maybe it's just a flip turn. I don't know. Toxic. Okay, it was option 3. My bad. I kind of forgot what could have run Toxic. Mostly because I don't even think it gets Toxic in Gen. Yeah, it doesn't get Toxic in Gen 9, so yeah, that's why I forgot. But yeah, this is Nat Dex, so you can run a whatever, you know. Well, not whatever, but whatever you used to learn. Anyway, Slipturn's gonna come out here, and Mewtwo's gonna come in. No boots on all of these Pokemon, which is really bad for grading chart. Oh, it's making Mewtwo X. Oh, gets paired to me. Hey, it breaks the screen though. You know, that's cool. Cool. Back again. Power Punch. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. We got some tech. We got some technology. Okay, it's +2 now. You know, you could have just run Swords Dance. Wait, does Mewtwo get Swords Dance? I don't know if it does. It gets Bulk Up, it doesn't get Swords Dance. Yeah, no, that's Mew. Anyways, Melmetal comes back in. Moonblast is not gonna 2-shot at this range. But this could not be choice to Nam. It might be choice to Nam based on the swap. Because if it had Earth Pod, you know, if it had Earth Power, you damn know it's gonna go for that. Anyways, get Wisped. Thunder Punch did do a lot though. But it's not gonna quite kill. Arceus Water, as long as it doesn't get parried here, is gonna beat this thing 1v1. Yeah. Alomola comes back in. We're gonna see another Recover. But at this point, like, oh, he's gonna swap out. Okay, Wish. Gonna see a Toxic here, as the runner probably gonna go for Volt Switch, and Volt Switch out into Huge. No, not Chimpo. Gonna go into Namorous. Alright. Protect on the Moonblast. Yeah, nothing really wants to take this Moonblast at this point. Oh, why are you going to Tinglu? Yeah, there's no way that thing's tanking it. Oh, it's red card. Okay. I didn't think. Okay, but then you just pulled an even worse Pokemon to bring it. This thing about to go for Trick Room. Oh, substitute. Okay. Earthquake. It doesn't work this up. Oh shit. Now it's gonna Trick Room. Oh shit. Oh shit. Is it Sword Stance too? No Sword Stance. Oh, it's definitely not Sword Stance last. Yeah, it's not gonna work to that little Mola. Momo's gonna beat that thing 1v1. That's crazy. He didn't even go for Protect. He's just like, fuck it. Oh, he swapped? Wait. No. Bro, what? Okay. I don't even know why you swap. You should just Wish Protect stall it. You can flip turn later, dude. Anyways, but the Mewtwo did kill it. But after losing all of its health and then it gets revenge killed by Namorous, and like at this point I think the game just lost. RNA is gonna come up, but like I think you died in Moonblast. I don't know if that crit mattered. I don't know. I don't think it did, but yeah, like Bulma, like have to sack here. He doesn't even sack. Yeah, then Belbel and Ting Lu both died of spikes. Yeah, I don't know. That was yeah, Greeting Charm was just like super close to getting swept by an Amberous, and so Frog just kind of waited until the Melmetal was low, and then after that it's just like GG, it's over, right? Yeah, Greeting Charm, that was not a good idea to like swap out on the Calyrex. Like you could have beaten it 1v1, dude. Well, like you're not gonna beat it 1v1, right? Because obviously you can't break this up without pivoting out, but like you should pivot out after you get your health back. You know what I mean? And then after the Trick Room ends too. Like pivot out on the turn when Trick Room ends is what I'm trying to say. Like you shouldn't, like you should have protected here, and then got your health back, and then you flip turn the next turn, and then you could bring in something like Mewtwo afterwards, right? And then you can revenge kill it and all that, and you know. Actually, no, at this point, he still kind of lost it. But yeah, Alumbala was still healthy enough to like maybe take a Moonblast from Namorous. I don't know the ranges. I don't know how much Scarman Moonblast does, though, to be fair. I think there was the turn where you could have gotten a Toxic off on it earlier, though. Hold on. Yeah, like here on this turn, you should have definitely went for Toxic here. If you got a Toxic off on this thing, like maybe you could have won this game with a Lola Mola afterwards. Like legitimately, honestly. Well, no, Chien-Pao is also a thing after. Yeah, you probably weren't gonna win this one anyways. But like, you know, you didn't even give yourself a chance. I feel like there's a chance you could have made it, but like I don't know. Really, didn't really play towards that outcome. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna move on to the next game here. We only got 2 games left. Oh my god, there's actually a lot of games. Goddamn. Anyways, Jubilife Joltiks versus the Meteoric. This is the Meteoric Miniors this time. See, they have a Marshadow. Okay, I'm sorry though. Anyways, go ahead and get started. It's Ozzy for Sashro. As Zumaltal leads off against Anti. That's interesting. Hey. What the fuck? What the fuck am I watching? Is this amateur hour? But why did Ozzy stay in there? The fuck? Historians will never understand that play. I'm historians. I don't get it. I don't understand. There's a whole Arceus grass on your team, and you just decide to sack your fucking Yveltal? I don't. Okay, anyways, Okapon's gonna come in here on the taunt. Okay, can't go for Sword Dance now, at least. But and Heatran does wall it pretty well. Knockout comes out though. Gets rid of the ability shield. Oh shit. Now I become. Oh fuck. Dude, Ozzy's getting played on these first couple turns. What the hell's going on? And now Heatran's down. This is a very strong start for Astro. Let's see how he capitalizes on this later. At this point, though, yeah, you probably lose something to Chien-Pao. Oh, gets the Sacred Sword turn. Wow. Dude, why did it tank that? There's no way that Chien-Pao should have... There's no way that Samurai should have tanked that as well as it did. But anyways. Okay, Gawachi goes for Bug Buzz right off the bat. Interesting. It actually does a decent amount of damage. Oh, yeah, Scale Shot. Yeah, fair enough. Going for Sicky Web. It's not... It's leftovers, though. It's not scale. It's not a loaded dice, interestingly enough. We're gonna see Earthquake take out the Galvantula though. Marshall is gonna come in. Earthquake's not gonna kill, and we're gonna see Rock Tomb. Why don't you just go for like Spectral Thief or Poltergeist or literally anything besides Rock Tomb? I don't know, man. The world may never know. Anyway, Spectral Thief comes out. That is doing jack shit actually. That's Rock Helmet and Today I learned. This is how I learned that Spectral Thief makes contact. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know why Astro went for Rock Tomb on this turn. Didn't really make much sense. I would have just gone for Poltergeist or Spectral Thief there. Doesn't really make a lot of sense there. But yeah. Because like especially with Spectral Thief, you can steal, like, first off, you get the +1 speed for free, right? It does the same thing as Rock Tomb would be doing. And then you can Rock Tomb on the next turn. Because, like, see, like, on this turn, like, I guess Asher was trying to predict the swap into Zapdos, right? I'm assuming that's what he was trying to go for. But, like, if I were Ozzy Wazzy, I would just, like, go for Earthquake right off the bat. I'm worried about Sash Marshadow, you know? I don't want to, like, let this thing get too far. And I'm already faster than it, so why not get the damage? So, yeah, I don't know. I think Astro over-predicted there a little bit. So, yeah. And then, unfortunately, gets very punished right afterwards with the Parastatic, and now the Marshallow's dead. Very unfortunate. But yeah, Spectral Thief only steals your attack boost, not the drops. So, like, you could Spectral Thief Garchomp, and you would not inherit the -1 speed. So, yeah. Spectral Thief, very stupid. I think you should be stealing all of your opponent's stat changes, but, you know, that's Marshadow be quirky like that, you know? Anyways, my Diance is going to come in. Yeah, this is pretty scary for Ozzy Wazzy. But, yeah, as we see, Moonblast doesn't do that much to Arceus Grass, and Arceus Grass has a super effective Judgment. So, like, I have no idea what Astro... I don't know why why Ozzy Wazzy even sacked his Yveltal in the first place. That was just wild to me. Anyways, Judgment, not going to do much there, obviously. Ogerpon and Hearthflame going to come in here. We're going to see a pivot out into Diancie, though, as he reads the Zapdos switch. Okay, very nice. Diamond Storm going to come out. He's going to take out the Zapdos. All right. Astro is pretty close to winning this game, honestly. She needs a little bit of chip. She can get with Jirachi, probably. Astro's doing a bit much. It's Scarf. Is it Scarf or, like, Bandit? What is this Jirachi? It's not choiced. It would be doing more damage if it was Banded, and it would be faster if it was... It's like slow, too. But it feels like it's taking so much damage from her. What is this Jirachi set? This does not feel like a real Jirachi. It's taking too much damage, and it's like... And it's not doing anything important. What is Jirachi doing? As I have a culture comes out. Doesn't make contact, keep in mind. So, you know, you're avoiding the rescue in there. And as Chiampao comes in there, reads the switch. Just kidding. Just fucking kidding, actually. Yeah, that's very unfortunate there from Astro. Pyro would have done a lot of damage to Chiampao. I don't think it would have killed per se, but gotten a lot of damage off. It would have been pretty good there. And anyways, Chiampao is gonna go for Sacred Sword. Gonna take out the Jirachi. Yeah, like, what the fuck is this Jirachi? It's like so useless. I don't even know, dude. Sacred Sword comes out. He's gonna sack this thing. Okay. I think Ogerpon wins then. Yeah, Ogerpon's gonna win. Oh, it's Smoke Motion. It's crazy. He did go for recover. He did make the right play, but like, that's just Ivy Cudgel. Yeah, that's gonna take out Arceus Grass. And now, as long as he lands, oh, what if he doesn't land Power Whip? Yeah. 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 Power Whip giveth, and Power Whip taketh away. Dude, that's so unfortunate. I think Garchomp definitely died of Whip there. Oh no. Actually, did Garchomp die to Whip? honest to God question, did it die to Whip? Ivy comes to 26. So it would do. Hold on, let me do the math. I'll do 1.5 times. I want to do 1.5 times 1. Actually, I don't. Oh no. Wait, Power has a higher base power too. I don't know actually. Hold on. This is interesting. This is interesting enough to like get a calc going. Chomp. That's not Tank Chomp. It's alright. Let's see here. Ogerpon. Oh, it is somewhat defensive at least. You guys can't even see it. But I I don't have a scroll bar on my bottom. But just okay. Here, I'll just drag it around. All right, so this is the damage. Okay, you know what? Actually, hold on a second. Oh, hold on a second. I just realized it. You know what? I'm not gonna show you guys the calc. I'm just Okay, so Ivy Cudgel did 27 to 31 if it's not. Okay, let's say it's max HP then, right? So Ivy Cudgel, that's more in line with the range. 23 to 27. Yeah, Power Whip kills. I don't know. Why am I even counting this? Anyways, yeah, that was very unfortunate. Yeah. Dude, Ash should have won that match. That was some bullshit. Especially after the throws that Aussie Wazzy made the first turn. Like, why the fuck you Voltol die like that? Like a bum. Like, you kidding me, bro? Anyways, unfortunate, doesn't discard this series, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, let's move on to the final match of week 2. We got the Aegislash Agency up against the Slovakian Screamtails. So, via like Pickleball versus Liss. Let's just go ahead and get this done. Hopefully the yeah, anyways, taunt lead off turn 1 for Iron Bundle against Pex, which was a good play as it turns out, because the Pex went for Toxic Spikes. Or yeah, he could have gone for Toxic too. Anyways, Archie still comes in. We're going to see a flip turn immediately, as we're going to see what come in? Iron Treads. Okay, not bad matchup. We're going to see Earthquake right away. It's not going to do too much though, as the Archie still goes for Recover. Okay. We're going to see Lander Asterion pivot in, get the -1 attack, as Iron Treads goes for Strop Rocks on that turn. Okay, we're going to see Zygarde pivot in, as Lander is probably also trades Rocks, and then probably is going to go for U-turn here. Yep, all expected. Mewtwo's going to come in here. Probably has Ice Beam. We're going to see Coil. Yeah, definitely Pickleball does not want to take this Ice Beam, potentially. You see Cure might pivot in right afterwards. Oh. Oh. Okay. What? Why'd you go Mewtwo? Huh? Why would you go Mewtwo on this turn if you're not gonna use Ice Beam right afterwards? What the fuck? That's a crazy block. Like, okay, look. If you're gonna make the threatening play of Mewtwo having Ice Beam, why don't you just go for it instead of... Like, you have a whole Cure in White. You don't have to... What? That was a crazy bluff that didn't even work out. Like, I don't even know. Anyways, Bundle's gonna come in on the Cure in White afterwards. Like, Icy Wind comes down. Okay. It's probably not choice Cure him. Wait. Okay, he's gonna spot one. Dude, I'm so confused. What's going on here, man? Wait, is Iron Bundle not slower than you now? You can't just go for Draco Meteor? Like, why are we not doing that? I'm so confused by these turn of events. Oh, I guess he's predicting the Coco. I don't know. I think you just go for Draco anyways, or just go for an Ice move, or like Earth Power, or like literally anything, instead of just switching. I don't know. And his Lander Standard comes back in here. This could have Ice Spinner, so I'd be very careful about how often Willis is switching in here. That being said, that is the little bitch in me. Again, screaming. Play passive. Anyways, Defog here, gets rid of Terrain, gets rid of the Defog. I mean, gets rid of the rocks. Archie still comes back in on Freeze Dry. Pickleball just refusing to click Hydro Pump there. Iron Tread's gonna come back in here, as we're gonna see another Judgment. Yeah, Treads is in range of death here. Honestly, I would just kill it. Yeah, especially since Treads could go for rocks on the turn like it did. Go's gonna come in here. This is the freest defog of your life. Oh wait, no, this thing doesn't have defog. What did I have defog? Oh, it was the Landers. That was freeze Landers of your life then. What the fuck? Okay, Judgment. Not gonna do much to Zygarde, obviously, with the screen up, especially. Your Might's gonna come back in here. Or what are we gonna see here? Dragon move. We see pivot back into Bundle. Nice play. Although, okay, we're gonna see the swamp again. Archie's still gonna come back in here. Hydro Pump is gonna do a lot if it's... I guess he doesn't have a Hydro Pump? I don't know. He keeps switching. maybe Hydro Pump doesn't kill yet. Ooh, Steel Roll is pretty cool, but that's not gonna do too much. Archie Steel, especially. Coco. Dark Pulse. The fuck is the set? Why is it Dark Pulse of all things? All right, whatever. Sure, I guess. Like, I would love to know why it was Dark Pulse. I guess it's Metagross, but like, you can't just run Earth Power. Earth Power has better coverage against everything else, right? Why are you running Dark Pulse? There must be something else that Pickleball didn't bring that Liz was trying to account for. That's why they're probably running Dark Pulse. But if that's not the case, I don't know why it's not Earth Power. Yeah, Earth Power seemed a little bit better. Ice Beam was also good just for the fucking Zygarde. Just because that thing's always a threat, right? And you can never be prepared enough for a Zygarde. I'm just telling you guys right there. Or especially Power Construct Zygarde, you can never be prepared enough. Iron Ball comes out. We're gonna see Defog. Okay. Hydro Pump. Yeah, see, now he's going for Pump. Like, why'd you like keep it hidden away? Like, you could have Pump killed this RC Steel a couple turns ago. I don't know why you were so hesitant on clicking Pump. Oh no, you had Taunt plus Freeze Dry for the Pex. Like, that's not gonna come in, right? So like, I really don't know. Anyways, Metagross is gonna come in here. We're gonna see Mega Evolve. Oh, it's not Ice Beam. I keep forgetting. Dude, I keep forgetting when things are gonna be like Megas. Sorry, that's my bad. But in that case, why did you even go to Mewtwo then? At all on the Zygarde? Like, of the two options Zygarde has, one of them is Coil, and usually people run Coil on Zygarde. Like, or at least okay, maybe not usually. I would run the Coil on Zygarde all the goddamn time. You should have seen me in like one of these other seasons. I went crazy for it. But like, yeah, I don't know, man. That was interesting. Anyways, Drain Punch is gonna heal it up. Low Punch is not gonna quite knock it out. We're gonna see Drain Punch again. Okay. Mewtwo has a little lost health. Bundle comes in, is faster. You are gonna let the RC Steel is at 41. Fair enough. Flip turn. We're gonna definitely see a recovery here as the Zygarde comes in. Alright, just gonna go back into Kyurem White. Yeah, he's just gonna always hard pivot into Kyurem White, I suppose. As Thousand Waves comes out. I'm not gonna kill the Kyurem White here, but obviously Zygarde can't stay in here, so we're gonna see Bundle come in. Ice Beam, not gonna quite do much. Not gonna quite two-shot the Bundle. It was Scarf this entire time, and then you didn't. Why'd you go for it on that turn? What? Guys, I need help. I need help. What the fuck is going on? His Aegislash comes in. It's a Swordsdance off. Okay, that's pretty scary. All right, I think Vikavolt loses then. Wait, could be no Scarf. Okay, hold on. I mean Sash. I meant Sash. Endeavor. Okay. Yeah. The Unburden combo. Wait, no, Zygarde wins now. No, don't get that. Don't get waved. Oh my god. It doesn't matter. This thing definitely has rest. No fucking shot. Yeah, okay, wait. Okay, Haze is kind of bad though. But at the same time, Toxapex is weak to ground. Like, this is gonna be hard. Okay, this is gonna take like 5 bajillion turns, but I'm curious how this is gonna play out. My brain is telling me Pex will lose this, like eventually. You see the rest, because like you can always see the thing is like, okay, like look, okay, but sure, T-Spike, whatever. Arrest does help you stall out of turns, especially if you don't have Sleep Talk. But the thing is, Coil has more PP than it does. It has less PP than Haze. But at the same time, Toxapex is weak to ground. So it's like a very interesting dynamic here. Because like when Zygarde gets woken up, like you know he can go for 1,000 waves or 1,000 arrows or whatever, and it's gonna do a lot of damage, right? I'm gonna go for Coil though. And yeah, Toxapex doesn't have a consistent way of like burning the Zygarde too. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, hold on. I want to see the Zygarde do some damage. Oh, it's Scale Shot last. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's not gonna do too much for you. Yeah. Well, I mean, it does give him a lot of PP for attacking. Yeah, he's wasting through all the Toxapex recovers though, so yeah, I don't know. Oh, my paused. Alright. It's like spamming Scale Shot. But he is getting rid of all the recovers on Pex, so that is pretty big. Yeah, thing is, like, I don't know, dude. Scald. He's gonna Scald and let him get into Power Construct mode? I don't know about that one. I would have left it at this range and then just stopped hitting it. Like, I'd rather spam Haze than die and let this thing get into Power Construct mode. Thousand Waves with a burn does 29. Yeah, he could have killed us a long time ago. But he's trying to get set up here. Okay. Burned again. Foil. It's gonna keep spamming haze. Okay, he's getting a lot of. This list is getting a lot of burns here, so it's keeping himself in the game, I suppose. Yeah, just spam T spikes while it's sleeping. Coil again. He's gonna kill. Yeah, I think it would have been better for you to spam haze instead of coal, instead of, you know, yeah, I don't know. Why'd you go to this just a U-turn, dude? You're just letting it get a free turn. What the fuck was that? Yeah, I think you just lost anyways, but like, I don't know. That definitely was not helping you. Yeah. That was really, I don't know. List had that one in the bag, but like Vicable. Well, let me just. Like, you had two ways of beating the side guard, right? And like the fucking unburdened sash thing was so addictive. Like, well, I don't know if it's. I mean, I'm someone who plays a lot of Pokemon, so like I know about that stuff. So I don't know if Liz does know about it, but like to me, that's like the only thing you use Slurpo for is unburdened sash webs. And like, since it's unburdened, it could be faster to set up the webs. But if you don't need to set up webs, you can just go for an attacking move and kill something with Endeavor plus your thing. But like, this was a crazy throw, turn one here. Like, literally sack anyone else. Like, you don't, like, at this point in the game, you don't need Landorus at all. You just sack that. I would just throw that out. And then you can go into Zacian afterwards and Sword Stance. And then you still have that Kieran White counterplay later on in the game. So yeah. And then like, if you got trapped with Toxapex, you still would have Kieran White. So as long as you kept spamming haze, like you're probably gonna be fine. Like, get Skull Burns and such, you're just gonna be fine probably. I don't know, dude. The Sword Stance here isn't greed. That's fine. Literally keeping this at 1% would have been enough. I don't know. Or I don't know. I think. I don't know. You just have to account for things like this, right? Like Sash and Burden. Like, I'm just surprised List didn't even try to. Yeah, you won at this point. Like, Zygarde just wins. Like, there's no way you could win at that point. Like, why would you? Why'd you not account for that? I don't know. Losing Kiramite, losing Zacian, that just kind of sealed the deal. But yeah, anyways, this is, yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This is a long video. There's a lot to talk about though, so yeah, anyways, hopefully we'll start uploading these at a more frequent schedule. Like, you know, I should start uploading them now. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.